Wait a minute, what's she doing? Sherry Martel's in the ring, and she's got a chair. Paul! Sherry just whacked Paul Diamond with the chair! What the hell was that?
You out of here. Get out before I kick your tail, too.
What's going on?
Hey, how'd that feel? You're wrestling the world champion now.
This is ludicrous.
Hey, Hawk. You're
What
out
is
here.
Pat Tanaka, partner of Paul Diamond, who has just been laid out?
Take him out of here. Hey, Hawk, I'm sending a message, Hawk.
Is he daring Hawk? Is he challenging Hawk?
Wait
Wait a minute, Pat Tanaka's headed up. Shane Douglas, go for it, Patrick. Tanaka now working over on Shane. Yeah, here comes the power bomb. It's about time. Somebody took it. Oh, no, there's Sherry Martel with the chair again. She is unbelievable. You know, my father warned me about women like her.
Hey, Hawk.
Hawk?
See what I did by laying out the former World Tag Team Champions? Think what I can do to one Road Warrior.
And think about what he'll do to you if he hears you.
Then why don't you come down here with the World Champion?
He just whacked him in the head with a chair. The Road Warrior showed no expression. The Hawk is impervious to pain. Douglas is hightailing it out of the arena.
But you have crossed my line.
Championship Wrestling. This is Joey Styles back up in the Eagle's Nest, high above the ECW arena, and it was just 6 weeks ago that the franchise Shane Douglas crossed the line in a televised press conference with then ECW heavyweight champion Terry Funk. We know now that Shane Douglas got the last laugh. He is the new ECW heavyweight champion, and 1 week ago here on television, Shane Douglas crossed one line too many, that line belonging to Road Warrior Hawk. And this Saturday night, April 16th, in this very same ECW arena, Shane Douglas must defend that newly won title against that very same Road Warrior Hawk. Now, in a very interesting situation that has developed, the franchise, it seems, has struck a deal with Jason, the sexiest man, etc., etc., for the services of Mr. Hughes. Standing by to get to the bottom of this story, my colleague Jay Sully in Shane Douglas's locker room. Take it away, Jay.
I'm here in the locker room of ECW heavyweight champion, the franchise, Shane Douglas.
Jay Sully, apparently you don't realize that it's an honor standing next to sensational Sherry, all that gold, and Shane Douglas, the franchise, whom I must say has an extremely exquisite taste in women. But, Jay Sully, I must say you really look idiotic. You call that a suit? My friend, this is a suit. And the next time you want to come in here and stand next to us, please dress accordingly. Okay, now, Shane Douglas, I just want to tell you. Thank you. Shane Douglas.
Welcome, big man.
I just want to tell you that anytime you need the services from me or my roughneck, Mr. Hughes, you got it. Now, our services don't come cheap, but they do come.
Regardless, standing by right now is a man who's not as easily offended. However, he's considered as offensive in many circles. Road Warrior Hawk is standing by with comments regarding the franchise. Let's go backstage to the Road Warrior.
Hey, franchise, I get the message. I know I don't look like no stinking brain surgeon, but I can put two and two together. Let me tell you something. You're gonna make an example out of me. Hit me over the head with a chair. Well, brother, that hurt. But it didn't hurt like I had a headache. It hurt like some pain feels good. That felt good as bad as it hurt. Now you might be thinking, oh, he's S&M. No, that ain't the case. Don't let the spikes fool you. But the reason I wear them pointy sons of guns is to just remind the people before I beat them up that I'm steel, man. Cold steel. With a sharp end. It's like guillotines and knives and razors. Oh boy. I'm gonna get you, franchise. I'm gonna make you pay the warrior way. You know how that is? Slow. Dead men can't feel pain.
Wrestling fans from the hood, a combined weight of 485 pounds, Johnny Grunge, Flyboy Rocco Rock, the current ECW Tag Team Champion, Public Enemy!
Well, the tag team champs are in the ring and looking rather smug, but they won't be smug for long because they've got quite a challenge in store for them this Saturday night in this arena. They've got to face the Bruise Brothers. Wait a minute, I'm being joined by Matty in the house, who I know has some big news concerning the tag team title matchup for this weekend. Matty, it's great to have you up here. What kind of, have a seat, Matt. Pick up the microphone, Matty. Right. Now, what do you have to tell me about this Saturday? Come on, Matt, give me the story. We're back up in the Eagles Nest. This is Joey Styles, joined by Matty in the house. And Matty, I understand you've got the scoop. You know the stipulations for this Saturday night when these two, Rock and Grunge, the Public Enemy, face the Bruise Brothers. Matty, what kind of match is it going to be?
Well, since the building couldn't contain these guys, and since steel couldn't contain these guys, we're going to have a human cage match. Some people might call this a lumberjack match, but in the ECW, it's a whole lot more.
Absolutely, Matty. A lumberjack match, we'll call it a human cage match. You know, this makes things a lot different. These two teams have squared off in a match where anything goes, and it was the Public Enemy with the 2x4 getting the Duke on the Bruise Brothers. They came back a second time with false count anywhere, a mishap by the Public Enemy, and the Bruise Brothers came on top. So for this, the third meeting, the rubber match, these four men will be forced to keep it in the ring. There will be no use of foreign objects. There will be no diving off the arena. These four men will have to contain this tag team war to a 20-by-20 wrestling ring. And if this thing gets out of hand, you can bet the ECW superstars, the roughest, the toughest wrestlers in this sport, will throw them back in the ring, and we will have a winner this Saturday night between the Bruise Brothers and the Public Enemy in the center of the ring. Back down to ringside. Well, the Public Enemy having a good time at the expense of Storm and Mike Norman, but they will be having fun this Saturday night when those tag team belts go on the line in a human cage match, which is essentially a lumberjack match. But here in ECW, we like to take an old-fashioned idea and take it a couple of steps, take it 30 steps too far. You can bet that will be one of the wildest tag team matches you have ever seen with all the top stars of ECW. Look at this. Look at the hook. Back in the corner, taking it easy, waiting on young Mike Whipwreck to make a mistake. Rocco Rock, cool, calm, and collected, just like in the streets. Keep your back to a wall. Keep your back to the window. Keep your back to the door. Wait, there goes Whipwreck. Well, obviously Whipwreck didn't grow up on the streets. Wherever he did grow up, they don't tell you. Watch out for the guy with his back to the wall. And now Rocco Rock with a belly-to-back suplex. Nice rescue cover. 2 count only. Just think of the possibilities in a human cage match. Think of all the ECW superstars will be surrounding that ring this Saturday night. I mean, I'm sure the Sandman will want a piece of that. So will Iron Man, DDT, Iron Man Tommy Cairo will be in Sal Baloma. I mean, there will be fireworks. I'm willing to bet. Listen, he's got a lot. Rocco Rock sure has a lot to say. I don't think he'll be as talkative this Saturday night when the Bruise Brothers are in his face and there's nowhere to run because there's a human cage surrounding the ring. Up goes Whipwreck and down face first to the canvas. Gotta give the Devils their due. The Public Enemy, they are the ECW Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. They have taken on all comers. But will they be able to get through the Bruise Brothers this Saturday night in a human cage match? Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, as now Johnny Grunt's going downstairs, forearms to the kidneys of young Mike Whipwreck. Picking up Whipwreck, just torture. Wait, I know this is the beginning of the drive-by. It starts with the reverse bulldog of Johnny Grunt. And Grunt will make his way over to his partner, sitting in front of Whipwreck. Here comes the flyboy, he's set for takeoff. And there's the drive-by. Rocco Rock hits it, he can count to 300. Flyboy Rocco Rock and Johnny Grunt, an easy victory here this week against Coleman Mike Norman and Mike Whipwreck. But you can bet it will not be nearly that easy this Saturday night in the human cage match.
You get this ring with us, it's disaster! Because you're looking at the ECW Tag Team Champions, because it isn't for everyone, but it's for us! That's right, Johnny!
Tag Team Champions for how much longer, gentlemen? And it may not be for you this Saturday night. Well, there you have it. We now know that this Saturday night at this very same ECW arena, the ECW Tag Team Champions, the Public Enemy, will defend against the Bruise Brothers in what is being called a human cage match, a lumberjack match, and that means there will be a winner decided in the center of the ring this Saturday night. And Matty, I've got to hand it to you. You came in with the scoop. I'm going to start calling you Scoop from now on.
Well, Joey, I know that you wanted to break that particular story. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I understand.
I'm not sorry!
I am here with ECW television champion JT Smith. And JT, it's common knowledge these days you've re-injured that left knee, anterior cruciate ligament damage again. They want to scope it. You've refused. The ECW has hesitated to even announce a title defense this weekend for you at the ECW arena. but you've insisted, I understand you've demanded that you have a homecoming this weekend, this Saturday night, in your hometown in the heart of South Philadelphia at the ECW Arena. You're going to be facing your scheduled opponent, the Pitbull. JT, are you ready for this match?
So you don't have no faith in me? Man, I've been beat down all my life, man. This is the one chance I got to be on top. You know, with the fans out there, the fans know what it's all about, man. They put me here. They put me here, and I worked hard, and now I'm number one. And so I'm an athlete, man. This is what I do for a living, man. I get paid for doing this, man. To whatever I have to do, and regardless, I'm gonna do whatever I have to take to keep this belt. So the people of Philadelphia, we gotta defend our belt, man. But
Speaking of the belt, speaking of the belt, what are you doing? It's my time.
The belt, it's gonna fit really nice around my waist, JT Smith. Like it or not, you have to defend it against me. That's something you better be prepared to do.
Ready, bro.
But you're no paper champion, JT Smith. You're no paper champion. I respect you. You've beaten many, many opponents. I've seen you. I've studied you. Pitbull does his homework.
Get to your point.
Point is, you have not wrestled the Pitbull. You have not wrestled the fiercest animal alive. I'll rip out your jugular. I'll step on it and throw it in the next week's garbage. You better prepare yourself. Because I have quickness, agility, and strength. From one end of the arena to the other. The Pitbull's everywhere. The Pitbull can't be stopped. I've been waiting a long, long time for this. I've prepared myself. You better prepare yourself, JT Smith. You better prepare yourself. Why? Like I said, the Pitbull goes for the jugular. But I'm not gonna go for yours. I'm going for your knee. I'm gonna rip your knee out, JT, and I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna perform Pitbull surgery on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Another thing, you're not 100%. I know you're not right now. Matter of fact, I already won this fight. I can see it in your eyes. I always win my fights before I even get in the ring. It's called intimidation.
Huh.
Intimidation. I don't care if you're 100%, JT Smith. I don't care if you're 50%. You just better be prepared. You better be prepared to defend that title against a man who's been waiting, training a long time to prove it. You better be ready, JT Smith.
My friend, I'm ready. You just bring it on. Saturday night, I'll be there. And I don't care if I have to be carried in the ring. I'm going to defend this title, brother. And I want you to be 100%. Because I'm going to give it my all. And with the fans of Philadelphia behind me, brother, we're going to take it all away. Let the better man win.
No way. No way.
You just keep on training, brother. I'm going to fight your life.
Another thing, I don't have to come out here, try to intimidate you. I don't have to come out here and kick the crutches out from under your feet. Why? Because I'm a professional athlete. I don't need to do them things to win, JT Smith. I don't need to do them things to win. Remember that.
I respect that.
Oh, Tiger! What are you doing? Slap you, JT! What are you sick? I'll slap you too! I'll slap you! What are you doing? The Pitbull's here! The Pitbull's gonna rip you apart, JT Smith! Saturday night! Saturday night! The 16th! Like it or not! I am going to win! It's been too long! Saturday night! Saturday night! You! Me! You're done! You're done! Like it or not! Saturday night! Saturday!
Oh boy, that man is one of the most dangerous men in this sport. Look at the look on that man's face. Managed currently by Hunter Q. Robbins III. The Superfly Jimmy Snuka has done it all, wrestled on every continent. And how about the Surfer Ray Odyssey? There you see him making his ECW television debut. A young man with a tremendous reputation, a local talent. Got all the credentials in the world, but I don't know about, this is his first opponent. This is the man he chooses to make his ECW TV debut against, the Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Well, my hat's off to Surfer Ray Odyssey. If you can knock off the Superfly here on ECW television, it would certainly be a feather in your baseball cap, as it were, but that man, he's a phenom. He's a legend in this sport. The man's been wrestling for, I don't know how long. He's done it all. Surfer Ray Odyssey, you certainly got your work cut out for you. And speaking of having his work cut out for him, Terry Funk goes one-on-one this Saturday night with Mr. Hughes. And for those of you who are at Ultimate Jeopardy, and I know you were there, Mr. Hughes aided the franchise, Shane Douglas. There is some kind of alliance there now, aided Shane Douglas in trying to suffocate Terry Funk with a trash bag. Subsequently, Shane Douglas walked out of that cage the new ECW Heavyweight Championship. And what would happen if Funk were to get his hands on Jason? You think Funk would stop at tearing off Jason's suit? I think a lot more would be torn off Jason like appendages. This Saturday night, what else can I say about it? Peaches might lash out at her husband, the Sandman, a man who's been verbally abusing her on television. I can't repeat his comments. He's been doing it in private, in public. I've heard what he said in the locker room. Peaches, if Sal Balomo counts to 3 on the Sandman this Saturday night, Peaches is going to lash her husband 10 times. Gloria Steinem might be in attendance this Saturday night. She wants to see the match. Hillary Rodham Clinton might, well, she's a little busy with Whitewater, but nevertheless, you can bet everyone involved with the women's movement is waiting for this Saturday night. Jimmy Snuka and Ray Odyssey now, feeling one another out. To my knowledge, it is the first time that Ray Odyssey has faced Superfly Jimmy Snuka and vice versa. Collar and elbow tie-up. Snuka definitely has the strength advantage and the experience advantage, but who knows what's going through the mind of Surfer Ray Odyssey, if anything. You can bet he's got a few tricks up his sleeve, or his wetsuit, depending on how you want to look at it. They lock up once again, Snuka backing up Ray Odyssey. Will we see a clean break? Definitely not. Snuka goes downstairs. Irish whip in, Odyssey off the ropes, and again Snuka goes downstairs, and Ray Odyssey is turned almost inside out by that knee. And Jimmy Snuka now stomping away on Surfer Ray Odyssey. Side headlock by Snuka, and that looked like it could have been a thumb to the throat. And Jimmy Snuka's not above it. Speaking of roughhouse tactics, how about a human cage match this Saturday night? The Bruise Brothers, the Public Enemy, the ECW Tag Team title is on the line. Imagine the possibilities. With all those ECW superstars at ringside, people are going to start swinging at each other. I don't mind telling you, there's going to be a fight. No one can control them. It's going to be wild when the Bruise Brothers go for the titles against the Public Enemy. And right now, it's Surfer Ray Odyssey having his problems in his TV debut against the Phenom Jimmy Snuka. Snuka now whipping an Odyssey. Off comes Ray Odyssey, ducks the clothesline, and it's Surfer Ray Odyssey, all 220 pounds, bringing down the Superfly with a clothesline. Ray Odyssey, now it's Ray Odyssey going to work with a closed fist. Well, what's good for the goose is good for the fly, I guess. And Superfly goes head first. Well, he didn't do his homework. I don't think Ray Odyssey ever did his homework. Spent a few summers in summer school, headbutt. That sends Ray Odyssey down to the canvas. Bounced his head off the canvas like a basketball. 2 points for the Superfly. Snuka now scooping up Odyssey and plants him down to the canvas. And it's Jimmy Snuka. Will he climb all the way to the top? No, not yet. He's toying with Ray Odyssey. Snuka catches the foot of the Surfer. The Surfer pulled one out of his bag of tricks. Hunter Q looks very concerned. Well, that polyester shines brightly on those ring lights, huh? Here comes Ray Odyssey now limping his way towards Snuka. And it's Ray Odyssey. Nice right hand by the youngster, and again. Ray Odyssey may have done a little boxing in addition to boogie boarding and surfing. Whip and drop kick by the Surfer. The Superfly is staggered. Jimmy Snuka goes down. Ray Odyssey now, we may have an upset in the making. Surfer Ray Odyssey in his TV debut here in Eastern Championship Wrestling has things going his way against the one and only Superfly. A slam on Jimmy Snuka. And Ray Odyssey is ascending to the top turnbuckle. He may be ready to ride that wave to victory. We know that Ray Odyssey can generate this high-risk offense for the top turnbuckle. He has so many maneuvers. Which one will he choose? The Superfly is back up to his feet. Ray Odyssey is set. Drop kick by Surfer Ray Odyssey. And now the crowd reacting as they may see an upset in the making. Surfer, where did he be? Hunter Q just grabbed the foot of Ray Odyssey. And there goes Ray Odyssey on top of Hunter Q. Surfer Ray Odyssey is laying into Hunter Q Robbins III. He may have gotten involved one too many times. And Hunter Q's getting a front row seat. Ray Odyssey now has Hunter Q in the ring. He's measuring Hunter Q. He's tearing off that horrible polyester suit of Hunter Q Robbins. Wait, look out. Here comes Superfly Jimmy Snuka from behind. Snuka has Ray Odyssey. Belly to back suplex. Odyssey comes down across the back of his head. Jimmy Snuka now adjusting those knee pads. I know what's going through his mind. He's going to be setting up the Surfer for the Superfly splash. Snuka now cinching up Odyssey, has a hold of that bodysuit. Odyssey goes up. Slingshot suplex. And Ray Odyssey is in the center of the ring where he doesn't want to be. As there you see a fallen Hunter Q Robbins III, but nevertheless the distraction. Ray Odyssey overzealous in his quest to go after Hunter Q Robbins III, and I believe it may have cost him what could have been a terrific upset victory against Superfly Jimmy Snuka, who is now going to the top turnbuckle where he has been so many times before. Ray Odyssey is not getting up. Superfly comes crashing down. 1, 2, and 3, and just like that, Superfly Jimmy Snuka chalks up another one in the win column. He is one dangerous athlete. Let's go to the ECW replay as Surfer Ray Odyssey had the Superfly beat. It was upset time, but Hunter Q interfered. The Surfer had enough. Takes Hunter Q out with the tope. No, he's not wearing a hairpiece, but that distraction may have cost him a victory as it was the Superfly splash. Impressive debut for Odyssey. Big victory for Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Sandman. You know, that's a name that used to bring a smile to my face. It's not like that anymore. We used to be friends. We did a lot of things together. But like in all relationships, sooner or later, things fall apart. And when they did, I thought all it would take was for us to get in the ring together. When we found out who the better man was, things could go back to normal. But that didn't happen. I beat you 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring in Valley Forge. That wasn't good enough for you. Once you found out who the better man was, you had to take a chair and smash me over the head, give me 27 stitches to close the wounds. And on top of that, you had to abuse Miss Peaches and tell me if I paid you $20 that I could have that woman. She happens to be a very good friend of mine, and I'd pay $1 million to get her away from a scumbag like you.
Welcome back to NWA Eastern Championship Wrestling, as there you see a picture of sportsmanship and athleticism as the Sandman comes down to the ring smoking a cigarette. Oh boy. You know, this man's attitude as of late is just sickening. The comments he's made concerning his wife, Peaches, and women in general. Of course, this Saturday night he'll have to face the music. He goes one-on-one with Iron Man Tommy Cairo. Guest referee will be Sal Balomo, who we saw the Sandman assault right here last week on television. And I don't mind telling you, I, for one, would love to see the Sandman get pinned this Saturday night, because if he does, his wife Peaches gets the privilege of picking up a... Wait a minute! The Sandman attacks Tommy Dreamer. Dreamer being whipped in by the six. Dreamer goes face first into the turnbuckle. Tommy Dreamer, who just recently celebrated his 23rd birthday, has not been the picture of health as of late. Dreamer whipped in once again. Oh my, what velocity. Dreamer went into Valley Forge with serious rib and back injuries. Insisted on competing nevertheless, and has been laid up for the past several weeks. Hasn't told anybody. Consequently, Dreamer has lost some weight, hasn't been able to train. We found out through the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission. What guts by Dreamer to compete, and again he's thrown out of the ring by the Sandman. Sandman finally taking off his shirt to no one's delight. Tommy Dreamer now working over the Sandman, but it's short-lived as the Sandman goes downstairs on Dreamer and throws him out of the ring once again. Tommy Dreamer back in the ring. This kid's got fight. And now it's Dreamer going to work on the Sandman, chopping away. Ringer on the arm. Irish whip reversal by the Sandman. Off comes Tommy Dreamer. Dreamer ducks the clothesline. What a kick by Tommy Dreamer. I've never seen that one before. Dreamer now takes his jacket off. No, he wraps it around the neck of the Sandman. He's had enough. And a big Beal out of the corner using the jacket. Dreamer's temper has been raised. Off the ropes for momentum. Shoulder block by Tommy Dreamer. This kid played some college ball. I believe he was a linebacker. Swing and a miss by the Sandman. And there's the Dreamweaver. Tommy Dreamer has the Dreamweaver on the Sandman. The Sandman's going to sleep. No, the Sandman just cracked the referee. But Tommy Dreamer is putting the Sandman to sleep. The Sandman is out. Tommy Dreamer has won this match. Here comes Sal Bellomo. He'll be the referee this Saturday night. What's Sal doing? Well, he's pulling that referee shirt. Oh. Sal's getting away. Tommy Dreamer just hit the Dreamweaver. He's got the cover. Here comes referee Sal Bellomo. Make the count, Sal. 1, 2, and 3. And hey, that's a win for Tommy Dreamer. As far as I'm concerned, that man now has an official's license for this Saturday night. That's a win for Tommy Dreamer. And if that happens again this Saturday night, the Sandman's gonna get lashed 10 times by his wife Peaches, to the delight of every woman in this country. Do you realize that if what just happened happens again this Saturday night, if Sal Bellomo counts to 3 on the Sandman, Peaches is gonna pick up a leather strap and lash the Sandman 10 times. Now, for all of you who saw that horrible incident between the Pitbull and JT Smith earlier on in this program, it's time for some good news. Sal Bellomo's got some gifts for all the fans in the arena. Sal Bellomo watched his back, and the Sandman just stabbed it. The Sandman just struck again.
But just a few words of wisdom as we head into this Saturday night for the big non-televised event at the ECW Arena. Words of wisdom courtesy of the psycho yuppie himself, Paul E. Dangerously. You know, I was listening to WIP here in Philadelphia the other day. I heard Crash come on. Big 330-pound Crash says he is going to gorilla press 911 because he can do that. He said he's then going to moonsault 911 because he can do that. And if Paulie Dangerously sticks his nose or a telephone into Big Bad Crash's business, he will press slam me over his head and then moonsault me as well because he can do that. Hey, Big Bad Animalistic Crash, I give you permission. If you want to do something, do this, if you know what I mean, because the only thing you're going to know after this Saturday night at the ECW Arena is how to call 911. And speaking of somebody calling 911, let's discuss how everybody in the world now wants to up the violence quotient, how Sabu has created this giant trend, this groundswell support that everybody wants to be hardcore. This Saturday night, Sabu and Paulie Dangerously are not going to be wrapped in the flag of hardcore-dom of the ECW. Oh no, we're going to peel away that label, and Sabu is going to up the quotient of hardcore-dom so much that we're going to have to create a whole new label for what Sabu brings to you people, because everybody wants to be hardcore, but Sabu's going to take it to a whole new level this Saturday night. He will be more hardcore than the next Tracy Lords video. He will be more hardcore than the welcoming committee for the tourists that rent cars at the Miami International Airport. And as for me, Paulie Dangerously, haven't had a shave in a couple weeks and don't look like I really care anymore. If you want to see as hardcore an AT&T hangover as Paulie Dangerously can give, with the help of the most hardcore athlete that has ever walked into the squared circle, Sabu, this Saturday night, Sabu is going to take his opponent in the big non-televised event at the ECW Arena, and he is going to send that dude on a one-way ticket to Nirvana. Yeah, that's really tasteless. Wait till you see how tasteless, vile, disgusting, and hardcore Sabu and I can be this Saturday night. And then everybody will drop to their knees, look up towards the heavens above, and worship Sabu, Lord of the Hardcores.
Welcome back. We join this one in progress as the newly formed alliance of Mr. Hughes and the franchise Shane Douglas are sending a message to Road Warrior Hawk. Mr. Hughes having a good time in there. Irish whip in and sidewalk slam. Hughes wasting no time, doesn't go for the cover. Well, I don't know what that's all about. That's usually the end. Now the franchise steps in. There was no tag made. And the franchise now stomping away in the corner. Mr. Hughes brings Chad Austin into the ring the hard way and levels Chad Austin with a straight right hand. Sensational Sherry lending a helping hand as Shane Douglas just has his foot firmly entrenched in the throat of that youngster in the corner. Shane Douglas has become even more vicious since winning, since recapturing the ECW Heavyweight Championship. And Mr. Hughes, well, he needs no provocation. Austin up, sidewalk slam on Chad Austin. These two are definitely sending a message to Road Warrior Hawk. Well, Hughes and Douglas have been disqualified, and rightly so. This match broke down. Here comes Donnie Allen. He's going to try to help out these two kids. Here comes Billy Firehawk. Billy Firehawk in the ring, leveled by the clothesline of Mr. Hughes. Here comes Mikey Whipwreck. He's in the ring, clothesline on Whipwreck. The champion Shane Douglas telling anyone to come down. Can anyone get by Mr. Hughes? Strowman Mike Norman, no, he can't do it. He gets turned inside out by a clothesline. It seems if you want to get to the champion, if you want to wear the belt, you've got to get by Mr. Hughes as well. Here comes, oh, Mr. Hughes is just leveling opponent after opponent like a lumberjack chopping down trees. Here comes Tommy Dreamer, and no! Dreamer also goes down at the hands of Mr. Hughes. It seems, wait, here comes the Iron Man, Tommy Cairo, and once again, Mr. Hughes just bringing down the Iron Man. Where's the franchise? Here comes the franchise with the belt. And there's the close on Hawk. Hawk is up! Hawk is up! Mr. Hughes now trying to put down the Road Warrior. The Road Warrior whipped in. Up and down the sidewalk slam. Is this a preview of Saturday night? Because the franchise will have to go it alone this Saturday night. This Saturday night, that man, the ECW Heavyweight Champion, will have to go one-on-one against Road Warrior Hawk. Mr. Hughes will not be there to help him. And what will happen Saturday when it's Hawk and Shane? Double clothesline on the Road Warrior. Yeah, now the franchise looking to get his shots in, but no, Hawk is still fighting back. Hawk has a lot of fight left in him. Hawk will not be put down by Hughes and the franchise, Shane Douglas. Hawk now shot out. Mr. Hughes coming in 380 pounds. Mr. Hughes off the rope. Splash on Road Warrior Hawk. And Hawk is down. Hawk Hawk is hurt. Wait, the franchise perched up on the top turnbuckle. Like a vulture eyeing his prey, ready to come out of the sky. And it's the franchise landing on Road Warrior Hawk. Yeah, Shane Douglas is laughing now, but will he be laughing this Saturday night when he has to face the challenge of the Road Warrior one-on-one? I've never seen the Road Warrior laid out like this. In all the years I've seen Hawk wrestle, he's never been put down like this.
I'll do more than lay you out. I'll take your soul and I'll send you home a retired man. Let's get out of here, use and leave this piece of crap.